Welcome everyone to the next edition of the Stand Course podcast. Today, I am joined by Jeremiah Aut, and he is the founder and CEO of Involved Digital Marketing, a results-driven agency helping brands scale through smart strategy, storytelling, and execution. Jeremiah blends data design and decision making to drive real ROI, and he also co-hosts the Daily News Network Ask the Expert that spotlights leaders who are creating meaningful impact. Welcome, Jeremiah, to the Stand Course podcast.
Thank you. Thank you for having me, Julie.
Well, I'm super excited for this conversation. Today, we're going to talk about aligning your marketing for long term growth and what it really takes to be successful in that. But before we get started, I ask all of my guests one question, and that
All right.
is, what is your favorite food?
I'll have to go with the generic pizza. That's what I eat. Pizza Hut usually every night.
What is it? Pizza Hut?
Pizza Hut meat lovers. Personal pan, can't beat it.
All right. So, how long have you been in business doing marketing?
Going on about 4 years now. Started in 2022.
Okay, that's awesome. And what do you think is the most like exciting thing about the work that you do?
It changes every single day. Changes every day. Literally have something to learn every single day. That's the most exciting part about it is you'll never know everything, and then collaborating with people that do or are in the same industry, getting to know their businesses, seeing what their pain points are. You learn from them as well. So that collaboration, and then the technology side of what's in the digital marketing space, it's amazing. I love to learn, so presents a challenge to me. Then I just keep learning.
Awesome, awesome. So today we're talking about aligning your marketing for long-term growth, and we're going to talk about some of the three ingredients for success. What is the first one you want to lean into today?
So clarity would be the first one and most important one to start. A lot of businesses start their marketing with no clear objective or long term goal or measurable result. So aligning that with a clear outcome based on your marketing budget or your whatever you're looking to spend to grow your business is the first and most important ingredient. Getting that foundation set in stone before you start throwing money in the different channels, social media, SEO, website. It all has to be aligned. So you have to have a clear goal on what that is before you even start to execute on that strategy.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm just thinking about small businesses and at least my personal journey. I'm going to lean into my journey just for a second because I know that when I started my business, I'm like, I want to do all this stuff. I want
Yeah.
to do I want to do speaking and I want to create courses and I want to do consulting and there were like so many things I want to do. I had like four brands I wanted to start. And it really took me a couple of years to like get clearer on what it was I wanted to be focused on. I think I'm clear now, but up until this year, it took me up until this year to figure that out.
I'm on the same page with you. It took me up till this year to get that same clear um, that insight into what I was missing. I started out the business just wanting to learn everything, but it was fragmented. It wasn't until I partnered with Client Focused Media with my business that I understood that you have to build that foundation. You can build a website, all the different ingredients that go into marketing. Without that foundation and that clear that messaging that you want to get out to for your business, whatever industry you're in, there is no real result, no long-term growth, I should say. You'll get some short-term, maybe some short-term results, but the ultimate goal is long-term growth. So I'm thankful to partner with Client Focused Media in that aspect. They've taught me a lot and showed me the bigger picture. It starts with that. I mean, yeah, you can learn everything on your own, right? You want to do different areas of your business, but having a team, understanding how it works, uh, from one industry, one business, because every business is different, right? So having a team to collaborate with and understand those pain points for each specific business is the most important part of even starting to execute that strategy to get a return on any of your investment and your marketing spend.
Yeah. And in order to get that clarity, you sort of have to try things out and practice it and fail and do it again and get to a place where you're like, okay, no, this works. Now I know this program works. Now I know I can sell it this way. And now I know that I should be pushing it out to the world. And I think that takes time. It really just takes time, Jeremiah.
It takes trial and error, just like you said. You got to learn, fail. But by putting those failures together and then learning from the other side of the business of what they failed at, that collaboration is essential to building that clear picture. I can't emphasize that enough. That is what I've learned going into, this year is, posting on social media every day isn't going to bring long-term growth. Having a website just stagnant sometimes, which is not even aligned with your other aspects of your marketing, isn't going to work. So having that collaboration, having the team, and then having that ability to sit down with a business and understand what their pain points have been, just like me and you have gone through as business owners, as entrepreneurs, over the course of time, then that's where the real learning, the real goals are defined, because we understand now on both sides. Okay, well, you've tried this works. Well, we uncovered this, so let's put it all together and make sure it's in sync with one another.
Love that. So, what would be the next ingredient you would tell people about?
So implementing a strategy after you have that clear foundation of what your goals are for your business, how you want to grow, who you want to target, how much you have to spend. The ultimate goal for any agency should be, or entrepreneur, anybody that is trying to help in the digital marketing space, help a business grow, is to have that business get a return on their investment. If they don't get a return on their investment, then you're not going to have a long-term client either. So their success is our success. That should be the measurable outcome for any strategy that's implemented going forward. Without that, you're just throwing. I hate to say it that way, but you're throwing away money. The money could be better allocated if you had that clear foundation to execute a strategy that's in alignment with where your business is currently at and where you'd like to go. Not only 6 months from now, but years, like 1 to 2 years, 3 to 5 years. We come together and we understand those goals, and we put that into a strategy according to the budget that business has, or fits that business's needs, and we ensure that we're hitting those KPIs before we ask them, hey, we need more marketing, more of your budget, because if we're not doing our job, then they're not growing.
Yeah. So that execution with alignment, that's our third ingredient you just talked about. You know what I'm wondering, like 2026. Oh my gosh, look at this. It's January 26, 2026.
I noticed that this morning too. Yeah.
I just realized that. So January 26, 2026. What is working for marketing? What's the hot take that you have for marketing in 2026?
Well, I mean, the hot take is obviously AI. Everyone's talking about AI, but there's so many tools. You have to find out how you're going to implement or execute those tools for your business specifically. I'm learning that on a day-to-day basis. There's new tools that come out every day. I say, okay, well, that one helps me with one aspect of my repetitive tasks, or that this tool helps me with content creation. There's just so many of them, but it has to come down to what is fitting for the business that is in need of growth. Like, they don't know what tools they need. They only know what they've been using. They know how they failed from those, or they haven't even tried. So that's where that collaboration is also essential to figure out. Okay, what's worked, what's not. Let's put that together. We know these tools, these AI tools. AI is not everything. AI is that hot topic, and it does streamline a lot of your marketing operations. and kind of it helps business owners focus on the business. What the ultimate goal is, they should be focused on the business, not running their marketing campaigns or, overseeing the analytics of, okay, well, is this working or not? That's our job. That's where we come in after we have come to that clear alignment of what your objectives are for 3 to 6 months, a year out. That's where we come in, and
Yeah.
then you get to focus on your business. And we get to keep learning the crazy AI tools that come out every day.
Exactly. And so I noticed we're something that we wrote down in here about ads. Tell me what you think is the most powerful way to run ads. Like, what platform does the best with ads?
Well, according to statistics, it's LinkedIn, it's YouTube. Video content is obviously a hot topic, not hot topic, but it's a hot area. You have to create content now. Video content. It's something that I personally um, wasn't comfortable with until as of late, if you can't tell. But it is how SEO is ranking you as an authority in your space.
Yeah.
So without that video content, without getting in the right areas and ensuring that you're positioning yourself as an authority in your whatever industry, whatever business you're operating. It's video content, it's educational, it's informative, it's continuously engaging with your target audience through that content.
Yeah. And by the way, TikTok went down. I don't know if they're still down, but they're down right now. Like last night, I posted 3 videos, nothing got posted. And I just thought, wow, everybody should be posting on all the other platforms right now. TikTok is not working.
TikTok it hasn't always been my focus. TikTok has a certain demographic, right? But it works for some people, some businesses, but to target the decision makers, the people that are going to help your business grow, is really through the YouTube and LinkedIn video content creation.
Yeah.
Getting yourself on opportunities like you've given me here to talk about my business with your podcast. That's where the real authority comes from. Uh,
Yes. Yeah, I agree. I mean, so what I like about TikTok, and I have like a lifestyle brand that I'm playing around with that I created. So I
you
am,
have to teach me some stuff then.
yeah, no, I'm just playing around with TikTok. I do post my podcasts on TikTok, and
Okay.
I just am playing around with something new that my husband and I are starting. We're starting a podcast. For those of you who are out there listening, it is called Florida Living Life, the Florida Living Life podcast. And we are posting the podcast, but we're also posting on YouTube and TikTok. The thing about TikTok is you get the organic reach, like it just gets
Yeah.
sent out to so many people, which I think
Right.
is so cool. And the other platforms, it's really hard to get a viral post on LinkedIn. I've gotten one. I've gotten one viral post on LinkedIn. I got 70,000 views on one post on LinkedIn. That was the only one. But on TikTok, I get on the regular, I could get 28,000. I have one that's 18,000. I have videos that have gone, not that that's like majorly viral, but like that's a lot of eyes on my content. So it's just interesting. And the day that I got that 70,000 download hit on LinkedIn was the day TikTok went down, the last time TikTok went down.
Wow.
So if TikTok goes down, we got to like really focus on all the other platforms, especially YouTube and LinkedIn.
Yeah, like I said, I TikTok works. You get the views, but it's ultimately the goal is to ensure that you're getting some conversions. For me, from my space.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, you as as a podcaster, it's a perfect area for you to be in. So I personally, I don't focus so much on it. Like I said, personally, even from my business standpoint, I try to focus more on helping other businesses figure out what channels they need to reach, or is what channels work for them, will work for them
Yeah.
based on past outcomes or failures, or what we uncover through our process of our client needs analysis. That's our process of uncovering what is working and what's not.
Exactly. I love that. So, as far as what you do in your company, like what would you say? Why should people reach out to you and your company to help them with their marketing? What is your superpower?
Expertise and strategy. It's not just me. It's a team of 20 plus people over 23 years of experience, built 1,800 plus brands. Uh, so my role is I'm just another strategist in the room with a lot of people that are a lot smarter than I am, but they're teaching me along the way, and I'm learning not only from them, but I'm learning from the businesses as well. You can't really understand specific, industry specific businesses, small, medium to large, enterprise businesses, what their pain points are until you come together and sit down at a table and say, okay, this is what I've tried and it's not working, and I've spent, I don't know, 5 grand a month on advertising, got no ROI on it. Well, that doesn't work either from my business perspective, because an agency, a digital marketer, ad agency, whatever, their ultimate goal should be to get that return for their client, because that return allows us to throw more into their budget so that they continue growing and continue setting new goals, continue expanding. So that's just my role. I'm a strategist, but I'm in a room with a lot of other people that have been in this space a lot longer than I have and bring a lot to the table, a lot of expertise.
Yep. Awesome. Tell me about this news thing that you have going.
So the Daily News Network, yes. So I co-host a few shows with the Daily News Network. It's where we spotlight local leaders and businesses making an impact in their local communities, how they give back. It gives them a platform through different shows. Ask the Experts, one of them, On a Mission, Living My Faith. There's so many, but they're very specific to what that business or that nonprofit, what they're trying to accomplish and the audience that they're trying to get in front of. Um, so not only does it give them the opportunity to share where they're at with their business and what they provide locally and abroad, because this isn't just a local show. It is a national show. People do tune in virtually, but it gives those entrepreneurs, businesses, nonprofits that opportunity to tell their story, how their business got started, where they're planning or where they're wanting to go, what their plans are, and helps them a little bit with search engine rankings.
Awesome. Awesome. Jeremiah, where can our audience find out more about what you do?
You can visit my website, involvedigitalmarketing.com. That's with an I. Everyone thinks it's an E, involvedigitalmarketing.com. Or you can contact me directly. I'm on all the channels, LinkedIn, Facebook. Love to help you out.
Awesome. Awesome. Jeremiah, thank you for being a guest on the Stay on Course podcast.
Well, thank you, Julie, for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity.